I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist Ryan Martin with a look at your midday weather update. The weather at this point looks pretty boring across the continental United States. When you get right down to it, there's just not a lot of news that needs to be talked about. We've got a little bit of moisture that's going to try and sneak across the middle of the country, across harvested areas, or areas being harvested, we should say. The best chance of it comes as we go from Friday through Saturday into early Sunday. We've got a nice front that comes out of the Central Plains and moves across the Corn Belt, probably doing quarter to 1 inch rainfall totals. Coverage at this point, 60, maybe 70%. Looks like the best action will be farther north. Actually, that's not true. Best action in terms of actual precipitation probably is farther west in the hard red winter wheat belt. If current model suggestions are right, and I have no reason to doubt it right now, there's going to be a nice plume of moisture coming off the western Gulf across Texas, and it could blow up into some seriously heavy rains over the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, southwest Kansas, eastern Colorado. A large part of the western wheat belt out there could get good rains at midweek this week. So we'll see whether the moisture just does come together and do that. But if it does, that would be a nice seed there. Could see as much as 2 inches of rain or better in parts of Texas if things come together right. So keep an eye on that. Temperatures definitely are looking warmer here. Strong southwest flow across a good part of the country, taking temperatures up after the cool push from this past weekend. After the front that comes through late this weekend, we'll see another cooler push early next week, but nothing like what we just got done with. In fact, I think we're going to be at or mostly above normal from now through the rest of the month of October in key agriculture areas of the country. Talking about international weather a little bit, not seeing much change here to get super excited about. Australia still looking at some scattered rain showers working across New South Wales, Victoria, and in general the eastern quarter to third of their wheat belt. Central and western areas get nothing. So same kind of deal in the Black Sea region. We're on track to pick up some on-again, off-again moisture from basically overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning right on through the rest of this week through Friday. And the moisture still does look like it wants to hold together, pushing into parts of Russia, the central region, southern region, even parts of the Volga region right now. It's not looking like a ton of rain. Our rainfall totals that we introduced last week still look good, a quarter to maybe 3/4 of an inch. But still, after being dry for so long, this is going to be looked at as being positive. And as we move into South America, not really looking at a lot of rain here, but guys are basically starting to throw more seed in the ground in the hopes that rain come. I don't see any changes on the models right now that tell me we have a lot of rain coming in that central north area, but we continue to see systems come through with striking regularity over the southern part of Brazil. Rio Grande do Sul, up through Paraná, Mato Grosso do Sul, those southern areas looking pretty good with moisture here as we move forward. So really not a lot of new news. It's kind of slow on the weather front the way it is everywhere else. A lot of weather headlines coming out, a lot of them having to do with El Nino today. But to me, that's also indicative of a generally slow pattern with things to talk about on the weather front. That's the way things are stacking up. If you have any questions on the weather, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.